Hello everybody and welcome to the HTFRA 90s Are All That Cup Series Season Finale. Here live at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Atlanta Journal 500. It's going to be one heck of a race. It's between Bob Fergus and Avi Sachs for the title. Well, let's go through the starting lineup right now. As I try to set this up right now. Here we go. And now the starting lineup can begin. Starting 40th is the 5 of Rod Houston. Starting at 39th is the 6 of Justin Talonpass. Starting 38th is the 15 of Ryan McLemore. Starting 37th is the 4 of Dylan Young. Starting 36th is the 01 of Alex Ragu. Starting 35th is the 27 of Alan Smith. Starting 34th is the 17 of Madoka Suge. Starting 30's coming into this race as a de facto points leader, the 43 of Bob Fergus. Starting in 32nd, the 21 of Xavier Livingston. And starting 31st is the 0 of Austin Ogo. Starting 30th is the 1 of Jacob Lawler. And starting 29th is a second championship competitor, the 66 of Avi Sachs. Starting 28th is the 94 of Matt Dixon. And starting 27th is the Daytona 500 winner, Andre Cade. Starting 26th is the 9 of Chris Kyle. And starting 25th, the Heinz tomato ketchup bottle, 57, Matt Taylor. Starting 24th is the 70, Ralph Mason. And starting 23rd, the 28 of John McNamara. Starting 22nd is William Bill Flickinger in the 90. And starting 21st is the 20 of Michael White. Starting in 20th is the 30 of Chris Grant. And in 19th, who's actually is deemed the points leader according to the standings of this season, is the 46 Luke Walker. Even if he does keep his points lead at the end of the day, he is ineligible to win the title since he's from a TA2. He's the TA2 driver along with Peachy and Leia Walker. And they are ineligible to win all titles here in TA2 leagues. Starting 18th is the 11 of Sam Young. And starting 17th, the 22 Kyle Livingston. Starting 16th is the 42 of Madison Denhart. And starting 15th is the 8 of Theo Stiegel. Starting 14th is the 18 of George Ward. And starting 13th, the 7 of David Rochester. And starting in 12th is the 12 of Ben Cannon. And starting 11th is the 10 of Sky Commons. Starting 10th is the 26 Brad Johnson. And starting in 9th is the 3 of Pichu. Starting 8th is the 33 of Dakota Erickson. And 7th is the 19 of Eli Sachs, Avi's brother. Starting 6th is the 25 Corey Decker. And 5th is the 52 of Zach Flickinger. 4th is the last TA2 driver in the field, the 73 of Leia Walker. 3rd is the 2 of Shane Ray. And starting 2nd is the 51 of Jacob Cook. And on the pole here in Atlanta, the 98 Winn-Dixie Chevy Lumina is Maxwell Clockworth. Should be setting up for one interesting season finale at Atlanta Motor Speedway. And now for the 12th and final time, we will about to hear those famous words in motorsports.
Driver, start your engines!
And there we go. There's the command to start them up. And pace car is rolling off the track. And I don't see anyone with problems. Everyone's going to drive clean. 32 laps to decide our champion. Anything goes for these drivers. But only 2 virtually are in it for they're the 43 and 66. But it's a battle for the win. Virtually a battle for the win. So here we go. 32 laps at Atlanta Motor Speedway to determine our champion here. This is so exciting. Can't wait. Here we go. The green flag is out and the season finale in Atlanta is underway. And who's going to lead the first lap? It's between Shane Ray and Maxwell Clockworth. And who will lead the first lap? It's going to be Maxwell Clockworth by just inches. But Shane Ray is going to take it on the next lap. And they're 3 wide racing here. 4 wide maybe. Wow. You never know what happens here in Atlanta. That's why it's the season finale. Uh-oh, 4 wide racing here. Gotta be very careful here if someone doesn't ruin someone's chances of championship. And they're surprisingly been clean. Still a long way to go to decide our champion. Still close race. Pack racing 3 wide, maybe 4 wide with each other. Entirely different story on front as Maxwell Clockworth still leads. Now Luke Walker gets down on the bottom. He makes a move up to the front. Gonna make it a lot tougher for the two drivers competing for the title to win it all. It's gonna be very close. And you see the 40, and there's Avi Sachs making his move to the front, which is gonna help him out in the championship a lot. A whole lot of moving if he keeps it on the bottom. But what about for Bob Fergus? He's way in the middle. He was in the middle of the track. He's in the worst of the storm. He hopes to come over. Oh, Eli Sachs is spinning around. Bob Fergus made it through. His brother Eli. No, Avi Sachs' brother Eli is spun around along with Ralph Mason. And Ryan McLemore is spun. And Maxwell Clockworth leads. Great save by the 43 to keep his championship hopes alive. Wow. But Avi's got to be very disappointed right now at the look as Eli Sachs wrecks out to bring out the first caution of the race. Happens on lap 5. Let's see if we can get a good view from there. As I try to get to the helicopter view. Here we go, folks. 4 wide here, and the 19 was just not at the right place. As you see, here is the 73, I think. Oh no, there they are, spinning in a tap spin, and yikes. There's Ralph Mason, and you see the 43. Bob Fergus get through that wreck, saving his championship hopes. There you see McLemore and Ralph Mason, not so lucky. George Rourke is it as well. Boy. Well, not a good way for the 15th season to almost end, but at least he won at Talladega. That's pretty good. It's got to be a good rate. Got to be a good one. That's got to be something good to leave on this series. Got to win at Talladega. Now we're back under caution here. No, we're under caution for the first time today. Any drivers are retired? Alan Smith has retired. No word on Ralph Mason, and Ralph Mason has just retired. So 2 drivers have retired from the field. Eli Sachs in 38th. And no one is pitting at this point. Not yet anyway, so if there is any. So right now here in the standing, Bob Fergus is 29th. And Avi Sachs right now is in 10th. Top 10. This would be helpful for him in the championship. If Avi Sachs can stay in the top 10 for long and finish in the top 10, he might just take the championship away from Bob Fergus himself, the HTFRA founder. The HTFRA founder, Bob Fergus, could be in a shocking upset. But we'll have to see as we have a ton more laps to go. We're going to be on lap 10 when we head back to green. Oh, is this going to be a wild race in Atlanta? Here we go. 4th turn. Max Clockworth leads to the stripe. I think I hear the crowd roaring. Wow. And now the green flag is out again here in Atlanta. Clockworth already has a victory in North Wilkesboro. He's looking to become the only driver, I think, with more than 1 victory in the season. Got tough Shane Ray in the bottom. Meanwhile, let's check back with Avi Sachs, and he's stuck on the high side. Not where you want to be. Not where you want to be. He's dropping way back. He has just given up a position to Pichu. And now Luke Walker's on the high side. Uh-oh. It's going to be pretty intense. Pichu is going to make it out front. And Pichu wished he could help Luke Walker, but he just can't. Is the 66 going to have a shot to pass Luke? Yes, he will. He's going to have a shot to pass Luke. And I think he might be the leader at the moment he passes Luke. And he does pass Luke. Luke Walker is passed, but even if Luke Walker finishes first in the standings, the one driver in second, if it's not Pichu, will win the title. Will be declared the champion. And Luke Walker drops back again. Still all about clockwork so far. The top two has just escaped from the others. And Bob Fergus is not helping himself out at all. He's getting held up, sandwiched between the two Slim Fast cars, George Rourke and Leia Walker. They're gonna, yeah, look at that. He's getting sandwiched by the Slim Fast cars. Yikes. That's embarrassing. It's gonna take a miracle for the 43 to come back. And now we just got a lead change. Shane Ray in the 2 is taking the lead away from the 98. Shane Ray is actually the Super Snack 500 winner in Season 2 of the Pokemon Cup Series. So they're going to win it again. Ben Cannon is now up to third. He's catching up to third. Meanwhile, Avi Sachs, he's looking to get into the top 5 and looking to help himself out in the championship. He's in a very good spot right now. In a really good spot. Now Sachs is going for the 6th spot. Oh wait, no, 5th spot. The 5th spot. He's officially going to be in the top 5 if he makes the move here. Oh, and wreck there below with Madison Denhart and Rod Houston. They spin out. And the caution is out. And the race to the line, Shane Ray won the race to the line, and Avi Sachs is in 5th. Oh man, teammate Madison Denhart, Bob Fergus's teammate, is, wow, one of the unlucky victim there in a wreck. Let's see what happened in the wreck below. There you see Sky Commons in the 10 and eclipsed the 42. She also takes out Rod Houston, Theo Stiegel in the 8. All three of them are taken out. And Bob Fergus just got on the bottom when this happened. Tough break for the 43. Wait a minute. Oh, there was another one with Alex Ragu. There was another wreck with Alex Ragu. Fergus, though, was able to avoid that, but not so lucky for these three. Especially Xavier Livingston, his roof just flew off. Yikes. That was a hard hit by that 21. And Shane Ray, everyone is pitting now at this point. And I think he's going to come out first, and he will come out first. Clockworth having a little trouble in the pits, and he's finally out. And there's the 66 out way ahead of Luke Walker. And what about Bob Fergus? And he's finally out over Leia Walker. We'll see what the position is after they set up the field. But we do know that the leader is still Shane Ray. Shane Ray is still the leader after pit stops. And we just got word George Rourke has retired. Along with Alex Ragu and Xavier Livingston. They all retired too. Matt Dixon in the pits a little while. Is he going to get out? He will get out. And Avi Sachs, wasn't so lucky for him in the pit stop. He dropped to 13th after crossing the line in 5th when the caution came out. Now he's dropped to 13th. Oh, that's tough. But Bob Fergus is in 26, so Abby is still in a good spot. Not so good before, but he's still in a good spot somehow. And Luke Walker is in 16th, just to let you know. So he's just not too far behind of Abby Sachs. Green flag will be out again on lap 20, as Shane Ray is your leader. And the green flag is out again here at Atlanta. Now Pichu's getting second away. I think Pichu's in the top 5 in points, so if he does a really good run here, he could bounce up. But even if he does miraculously take the title, the finishing first in the standings, he still will not be eligible to win the title. Who leads to the line? It's Bill Flickinger. Wow, what a move by the 90. But here comes Max Clockworth. Maxwell Clockworth is getting back on front. Ben Cannon also trying to get in front, and there's Luke Walker in the middle. There's Abby Saxo on the bottom. He's got the preferred line. But there's 4 wide racing there. Pretty dangerous spot to be in. Tries to make the best of it. He's trying not to make it 4 wide. He tries not to be greedy. Knows he can't be greedy at this time. He's going to try to take the move to Michael White. Clears him 2 wide, so it's a lot safer. And oh, guess who's coming up front? Bob Fergus. Bob Fergus is coming up to the front. There you see Abby Sachs, and I think that was for second, and that is for second. Ben Cannon is now your leader. Abby Sachs is now second. Amazing. But Bob Fergus, he's looking to make everything. He's getting passed by Andre Cave. And that's not a good spot to be in. And no, that is definitely not. Still 8 laps to go. 9 laps to go. Still plenty of time to make moves. Big moves to the front. And it's got a long way to go until he can catch up to Ben Cannon, the leader. Cannon has a win here in the series, I think, so far. It is 8 laps to go here. It's going to be a tough race. It's going to be, well, he's coming up quick. This is pretty much a 2-car race from here on out. Unless if they take pit stops in the middle of the green. Which I'm hoping that happens, because that'll make more interesting. Right now, 7 to go here at Atlanta. Gonna be a close... Whoa, and the caution is out already. The caution is out again. And Bob Fergus is involved in the wreck. And there goes his championship hopes there. He's involved in the wreck. Race to the stripe. It's gonna be Ben Cannon leading to the line. And Abby Sachs is going to be overjoyed knowing that Bob Fergus, his closest competitor, has wrecked out. Wow, tough break for Bob Fergus. His day has gone from bad to worse. See what happened exactly. And there's 6 laps to go. We might have 1 or 2 laps left, so still time for Abby Sachs to make his move. So here's what happened on the rack below. I don't know if you see it in the front. There you see Pichu getting into the 9, and the 90 gets hit as well. A lot of people get held up. There's Bob Fergus. He could not escape Jacob Lawler on that turn. And a lot of drivers piled up back there. Fergus is stuck in the 1 against the 1 car, and he could not escape it. Very tough place to be in, and this is going to probably end his championship hopes. Uh-oh, whoa. The 6, I think that's Justin Talonpass. He just flipped over. Wow. Wow, Talonpass had a little flip there. little bit of a scary flip. Here it is, one more. Oh, whoa. Denhart was coming in at full speed. Wow, that was a big hit there. My goodness. And there's Avi Sachs in the second spot. He is again overjoyed that his closest competitor, Bob Fergus, has just wrecked out. Now he's got to worry a bit about Luke Walker, and Luke Walker is in 12th. But even if Luke did come in the points, but even if Luke still had the points lead at the end of this race, he's still not eligible and to win the title, and it would go to Avi Sachs. So Sachs, it probably won't matter anyway, as Avi Sachs is in second behind Ben Cannon, unless if they take pit stops, which they are not. They will not at this time. Theo Stiegel, Zach Flickinger, Madison Denhart, Eli Sachs, Chris Kyle, Bill Flickinger, Jacob Lawler, Chris Grant, Rod Houston, Justin Talonpass, Ryan McLemore, George Ward, and Bob Fergus has retired. There goes Fergus's championship hopes there in 32nd, knowing that he came up just short of reaching Avi Sachs in the title. Tough break for him. So his season is over, but he did have a valiant effort for the 43 team. Now we'll see if Avi Sachs can hold on to win the title. Can he win the race and the championship? He's got only 2 laps to pass Ben Cannon here in Atlanta to do just that. And the green is out again here in Atlanta, and uh-oh, Avi Sachs took the high line. That's not the preferred line. I'm not sure if that's going to work. It is not going to work, definitely. And uh-oh, looks like he's getting past a lot of cars. Precious points ticking away. But Luke Walker got stuck on the high side. We'll get to Sachs later, but first we'll see the finish in the line. Maxwell Clockworth tries to make a move on Ben Cannon. Can't do it, and the white flag is out on this season. One more to go in this season. Can Ben Cannon hold on? And will Avi Sachs hold on to a top 5 finish? It looks like he's comfortable. He's third, but he's not going to get the win. Ben Cannon pulling away. Unless if Cannon pits. And he's not going to pit. And off the final turn, Ben Cannon wins in Atlanta. And Avi Sachs comes in second. Wow. And that's going to help him a lot with the championship, if he does get it. And where did Luke finish? Luke came in 15th. That's a good shot. That's a good chance that Avi Sachs might have won the title. We're about to wait and see. And now Ben Cannon is your winner. Of course, Clockworth came 3rd, Michael White 4th, Sky Commons 5th, Matt Taylor 6th, Andre Cave 7th, Erickson 8th, Brad Johnson 9th, and Madoka Suge in 10th. And here's the rest of the field below if you're curious. And now all eyes are going to be on the championship run. You might see a brief glimpse, but we'll get to that soon. So here we go. Who will be the champion? I honestly didn't see the standings there, so, and I'm not seeing it right now. You might see a brief glimpse of it. But here we go. We'll have our champion decided soon. Here are the drivers 21st and 40th in the standings. Only 3 drivers finished below 1,000 points. Talonpass, Grant, and Flickinger. Tough seasons for them. There's Bill Flickinger on the other end of the spectrum in 21st. How ironic is that? But we'll get to those. Now we'll get to the top 20 in points. There you see 11th and 20th between Sky Commons and Madison Denhart. And Leia finished in 11th. Great season for her. She had a pole, by the way. And now here are your standings. In 10th was Matt Taylor in the 57 with 1,363 points. He had a pole and a win. 2 top 5s, 5 top 10s, 5 DNFs. In 9th was the 2 of Shane Ray, who had 1,378 points. He had 4 top 5s, 4 top 10s, 4 DNFs. Wow, he was even with all 4 of those games. Starting in 8th was the winner, Ben Cannon from Atlanta. He jumped to 8th in the points in the win. He's the only driver with multiple wins this season. He has 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s, 5 DNFs. 7th was the 97 Andre Cave with 1 win, 2 top 5s, 3 top 10s, 3 DNFs. In 6th was Michael White, the 20 of Michael White. 1 pole, 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s, 5 DNFs. And now we get to the top 5 in points. And Bob Fergus dropped down from 3rd to 5th in the points. No, 2nd he was in the points before. Now he dropped to 5th. 43, Bob Fergus dropped to 5th. Tough season for him, but he does go home with 2 top 5s, 7 top 10s, 3 DNFs. Not bad for him. Maxwell Clockworth moves up to 4th. 98 of Clockworth. 2 poles, 1 win, 3 top 5s, 6 top 10s, 3 DNFs. Driver in 3rd is Pichu. In 3rd. The number 3 finishes in 3rd. 1441 points, 1 win, 2 top and a DNF. Which means the champion is definitely going to be I just gave away the champion. But who was in 2nd? Luke Walker. But even if he did win, if he did finish 1st in the title run, he would still not be eligible. And it would go to the one that's finished in 2nd or 3rd behind him, or even 4th behind him. But oh well. Luke Walker, not a bad season. 1499, no wins, 3 top 5s, 5 top 10s, and a DNF. So, who is our champion? And you guessed it right. The champion of the HTFRA 90s or All That Cup Series is Avi Sachs in the 66. 1 pole, 4 top 5s, 8 top 10s, 4 DNFs. Wonderful season for Avi Sachs, and even if he did finish 2nd to Luke Walker in the standings, he still would have had the title by himself. He still would have won the title either way, so he got the best of both worlds. So I guess once Bob Fergus wrecked out, the title was all but his. So virtually, even if it was sandwiched between Luke and Pichu, he still win the title either way. And he'd probably still win it if Luke Walker and Pichu finished 1st and 2nd. He'd still win it. So congratulations to the 66 Avi Sachs on his title. What a wonderful season. Everyone started all 12 races. Only Maxwell Clockworth won more than 1 pole. Only Ben Cannon won more than 1 win. There was Andre Cave, Matt Taylor, Ryan McLemore, Dakota Erickson, Eli Sachs, Chris Kyle, Kyle Livingston, and Jacob Cook. All had wins. Sachs didn't go home with a win. In fact, the top 2 drivers didn't have a victory. 3 of the 5 drivers in the top 10 are without victories. So they didn't need a victory to get in the championship hopes. Avi Sachs, Shane Ray, and Eli Sachs, the Sachs kids combined for 8 top 5s, most of anybody. Shane Ray had 4 top 5s as well. Avi Sachs, the one that won him the championship, was his 8 top 10s. The most DNFs went to Zach Flickinger, 9 DNFs. And the least went to Luke and Pichu, only DNFing once. So that was 1 too many probably. And the most laps completed was Pichu with 265 laps completed. Clockworth led 44 laps, most of any driver, and 4 drivers led 3 races. Clockworth, Ben Cannon, Dakota Erickson, and Bill Flickinger led in 3 races. A lot of them didn't lead a single point, but oh well. Avi Sachs, your winner in the 66, is your HTFRA 90s or All That Cup Series champion. Congratulations to the 66 team as I look for the car, and we're about to show in the player info. Hold on. There we go. That's the 66 champions car. That's Avi Sachs' car to win the championship. So congratulations to the 66 team. Congrats to the Sachs kids on their title. And they're rejoicing right now as we speak. So anyway, what am I going to do after this series? This series is done. Well, I'm planning another series next. It's going to be an NAO LCR series. It'll be using the Bullring 2013 mod. And it'll be a very interesting series. It's sort of a test run for Season 3 of the Pokemon Cup series, you may ask. but it'll be using the bullring cars, the fictional cars, most of the fictional cars. Some are sprint cars, just to let you know. There will be some sprint cars in the series of the ARCA series, so you won't want to miss that. All races are going to be on Pichu London. I've decided to rename it Pichu London again because I figured, well, I didn't know, well, there was no point of naming it Pichu Walker, changing it the last name. I decided to go back to Pichu London because that's what I'm most known for. The name most recognized is Pichu London, so I decided to go back to the Pichu London name, so if you didn't notice, so. And after the series of the ARCA series is done, I might do Pokemon Cup Series Season 3. Either that or I might just do another series I have the IndyCar and F1 series I have not done in almost a year. And I'm thinking of bringing them back for another, I'm bringing them back for another season, but I might do it a little earlier after the ARCA series is finished, so. Don't worry guys, the ARCA series I think is going to have a 15 race schedule. It's going to be a pretty short schedule like this one had only 12 races. It'll probably have 15 in the ARCA series, so not sure if there's sign-ups up right now on the video. It might be up earlier, I'm not sure, but there are sign-ups. The link is in the description if they're still open at the time the video is recorded. So anyway, congratulations to Abby Sachs on the win of the title, on the champion title of the HTFRA 90s or All That Cup series. And next up is going to be the ARCA series for the NAOLCR. So hope you guys tune into that. All races on Pichu London. And we will see you guys later. This is the Account Second here, and I'll